So you've decided it's time to do some renovations on your home. Maybe there's a project you're ready to tackle. What is your first instinct? It's time to start searching. You're gonna go to Facebook and look for somebody. You're gonna go to Google, reach out, start talking to people. They're gonna give you bids. Maybe you find somebody who's got an excellent price point that you're excited about. Or they're able to start tomorrow. As soon as you get into a situation like that, you may find, oh no, I've landed with the wrong contractor. I have somebody that I can't trust that isn't following my vision and is not getting my house to the expectation that I have. We introduce you to this house and that exact situation. Today, we've stolen a moment with Jake Keith, and he is going to help us explain the story on how we ended up collaborating on bringing this house back to life. All right, Jake, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, see, I didn't prep that question. You just told me about it.
All right, Jake, what do you do?
All right. So with this property, what I do is I help the investors. So they're out-of-town investors. And so we bought this about a year ago.
Wow.
And yeah, it's been a project. So what we do is, since they're out of town, I try to help manage some of the contracting work, make sure that the people that they're hiring are coming in doing a good job, making sure things are getting done on time, things like that.
You essentially work kind of like a project manager for investors that you've helped purchase properties and then in turn sell them for them?
A micro project manager.
Perfect.
So,
I like it. I like how that works. So tell me a little bit about this house and its particular story.
So this one was on the larger end of the spectrum. So we had never done one that had the scope of work that this house did. First off, this house is like 6 bedrooms. It's giant.
You're right. It is huge.
That's what she said.
So I've never actually been in this house before,
Okay.
except for this room. Why don't you show me around?
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
When we initially bought the house, it was full of junk. There's like 3 fridges in here. None of the cabinets were on the doors. I think there's no less than 10,000 oil filters in the bedroom up here. But anywho, it was a much larger scope of work than what we were typically used to. Okay. So usually what we do is we kind of ham and egg it. We'll get a handyman to come in here and do this and another contractor to do that. So we tried that for about 8 months.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you had multiple contractors in here for 8 months.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're just like getting checks from the government or how they are living, because they just wouldn't show up. They would kind of show up and do a quarter of a job and then leave and never call me back. And it's not like we weren't paying them.
Right. And on a project like this, that's going to take forever.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
So 8 months of that, and we decided to call you guys. Thank goodness.
Okay. So I am curious, what gave you the idea and the trust that it would be a good idea to call us?
That wasn't on the text messages that you sent me. So on this house, and you guys will see it's awesome and it's huge. So the quality of work needed to be at a certain level on this house. If not, it's just never gonna sell.
That's fair. It is in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, super nice.
What changed in this room from the contractor before to us?
Yeah, so this room was hysterical. When we bought it, we literally couldn't get into this room. I had to clear a path through it, literally ceiling to floor of oil filters.
Strange. Yeah. I've seen a lot of things, but not that.
Bags of oil filters. It was crazy.
Okay. So you guys got this one cleaned out
Mm-hmm.
and then painted.
And the frustrating part was this is a 45-minute drive one way for me just to come out here. So I couldn't come out here every single day. I tried to get out here once a week, and sure enough, I'd come out here. Nobody would be here. The project they said would be done by Friday wouldn't be started, and it was Thursday afternoon. There was just paint marks just everywhere. The quality work was awful. I'd ask them to redo their work. They wouldn't show up. I couldn't get a hold of them. And so then when I called you guys, I said, hey, can you fix the house? And you're like, sure. And then that was the end of my stress.
Answer.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about the first walkthrough that you actually did with Devon and Brian.
During that walkthrough, it was, we just kind of went through and said, hey, this is what has been done. They could see the quality of work just wasn't where it needed to be on this house.
Well, and we know Brian's a little OCD.
Yeah, and there was, the walls looked like cheetahs with all the blue tape everywhere.
I can only imagine. Okay.
So yeah, it was a little ridiculous.
Okay. And what you would think would be a simple paint job, right?
I mean, it's a big house.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're a professional painter for a living, I figure your quality of work would be a little bit better.
Yeah, like it would be something that you could just hire anybody off the street and they would be able to come in, patch some fuels, paint, and that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, this master's pretty cool because it's got 2 closets in it.
Oh, wow. And they're both nice size.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's got the laundry room.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. This one was weird too. There's so many weird things about this house when we bought it.
Okay.
Then we had a couple of contractors as well come in, and they started all the tile. They said, yeah, we'll have everything done by 3 weeks from now. So, okay, great. 2 months went by and they started like 6 different projects and then just never called us back.
Oh, that's nice. Helpful.
Okay. Yeah, so it was pretty frustrating.
So in all of this time, you're also trying to communicate with your investor what is happening here while they're out of state.
Yeah, and it makes me like, I know it's not my fault and it's not my job to fix the house, but I still feel responsible.
Yeah, because they're trusting you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it made me feel like I was failing for them when literally every person that we tried, and this is a little north of where we normally work.
Okay.
So a lot of our reliable contractors wouldn't come up this way.
Okay.
So we had to try a lot of new people and things like that, and that's kind of...
A little scary.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So New Edge Renovation Design comes on. Brian and Devon go through and do all of their walkthrough. How quickly from walkthrough to project start?
Heck, that was like a week. I think the longer time was me talking to my client saying, hey, is this something that you guys want to do?
Yeah.
And then I think it was like a week.
Perfect. So...
But don't quote me on that.
No, that's fine. So what you're saying is they got started quickly. And how long would you guess we've been working on the project so far?
So in about 8 months, we probably got 30% of the house done.
Okay.
In about 8 months. You guys have been working on what, like 40 days?
I think so.
30 days?
Yeah.
And we'll be done.
Hold on. Wait a second. Where'd Jerry go?
Oh, what's going on?
Well, there may have been a little step issue.
That's pretty funny.
Quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But
Construction.
Don't fall.
yeah, we are under construction. So New Edge Renovation Design has been here 40 days.
Yeah.
Give or take
Rough.
a few.
Yeah. And we're almost done. We should be good to go, I think February 1st list date.
That's fantastic. So we are talking a couple of weeks and we will be gone and out and completely up to date.
Hey, more stairs, don't fall. I'm sorry.
So it also has a finished basement?
Yeah, this house is giant.
Holy cow.
Side perk to this house is I found like 2 or 3 tools
Did
that
you
I gotta
really?
take home. Yeah, I found like a nice Milwaukee Sawzall.
That's also nice. So you didn't just get stuck with a bunch of oil
Yeah, I mean
leftovers. You got.
there was so much stuff here. It was crazy.
It literally just keeps going.
Yeah. So we've got another bedroom down
Is
here.
that a TV?
Yes, we've got 4 bedrooms upstairs, and then a master upstairs, and then a master on the main level, and then we've got another bedroom down here with a walkout.
Wow.
And then
And
it's got a bar
a wet bar.
with a tap and all that stuff in it down here. So it's
That
and
is very pretty.
it was kind of depressing because this house is so cool,
Yeah.
and it would be so awesome whenever it was all done, but the quality of work was just not there, and all the contractors kept leaving. And that's a gross toilet.
This is pretty. But the floor is beautiful.
Yeah, this one is kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It just keeps having surprises.
But it was just kind of depressing because I'm like, man, this house can be so amazing, but with the quality of work that was being done and nobody showing up, I was afraid that I would never be able to sell it for them. Just because when you buy an expensive house like this, you expect a certain quality of project.
Right. Well, and as an investor, whenever you make an investment in a property, it costs you money starting from the day that you buy it, paying for all of the renovation and the work, and then not being able to recoup that. It's painful.
Yeah.
It'd be like somebody going to a job and never showing up.
So yeah, the TV's cool. Again, it's one of the things that was left here. But it's got a pretty cool little area back here. Hey, you guys made the latch door for me. I asked like 7 people to do that, nobody did.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so then you can get into it back here. Get all your surround sound stuff. I think it's already pre-wired for surround sound, but that's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah, this house is
This is really
all
cool.
sorts of cool stuff. What was the thing where they're like, suspect is whatever? Like feel like that's what we're doing right now. But anyways, have you ever seen Devon's deck?
Maybe a time or two. Oh my God.
Anyways, but they redid the deck on this one too. It looks really nice.
If there's one thing Devon's particular about, it is definitely the structure and how nice the deck looks.
Yeah, Devon likes decks.
That he does.
But yeah, the neighborhood out here is awesome. And especially with,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's really nice. In a cul-de-sac. I mean, there's so much upside to this property that it was kind of a shame with some of the craftsmanship and stuff of the other guys coming in.
So I definitely notice in some of the deck pics that we'd received before, there is definitely a difference in the way the deck is built, which makes a big difference, which also helps you understand you picked the right contractor.
Mm-hmm. That was one of his suggestions whenever he was walking through with us too. He said there's certain things when you go to sell or whenever you're buying, people love outdoor entertainment. So that's why he suggested to do the deck. It wasn't too expensive and it made a huge difference.
Yeah, that's
Like
fantastic.
I don't know, like some weird blue beforehand.
Yeah, it was
Go in the house.
interesting.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So all of the work on the inside, heard some banging around. There's guys that are currently fixing the freshly painted outside.
Yeah, I think his house has been painted at least like 3 times. The outdoor was painted, I think just once.
Okay.
But they missed several spots. They didn't, they sprayed some on the gutters and then they said they came back and touched up a spot and they didn't.
Okay.
A couple of times. And again,
Okay.
45-minute drive out here for me to check on other people's work.
Yeah.
And so it's frustrating when I come up here and they say they did something and it wasn't done.
Yeah.
It's like you guys, you upload your photos to that portal and I get to look at them pretty much every day. So it makes
Which
it
is
really
great.
nice.
So you can,
Saves me an hour and a half.
it saves you an hour and a half. Not only that, but your investor can see them as well, right?
Yeah.
So then he also knows that listening to you was the right choice because every single day there's an update and this was your guidance. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, and having to pay somebody to come in and do it 2 or 3 times did not save us any money.
No, that's
So
frustrating.
just
But
made it.
it is a beautiful property. And you said it's getting ready to go on the market soon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, in a couple weeks. Yeah, it's going on the market. It'll be up for sale for a certain price at a certain time.
Coming soon. Stay tuned. If you've been looking in Liberty, you can always give Jake a call because this home is definitely worthy of a wonderful family to make memories in it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. We ran comps. I mean, it's been so long since I've run comps on this house because we've owned it for a year. So I need to see if the comps have changed.
Hey, that's okay. 2025 is a new year, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So it should be good.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I'm excited about it.
Well, I know we appreciate you giving us a call and the opportunity to actually make it right, help you show your knowledge because we know that working together also on the real estate side, always somebody that we've appreciated running things off of. And it's been a blast getting to work with you through this property and maybe some other ones that we're working on, more to come. But it has been great. And with you working with us as we're both in real estate, have you ever had any kind of an issue with that? No, not at all.
Not at all. It makes it easier, honestly, because you guys know, like, hey, this will sell, this won't sell. In order to sell this kind of property, it's got to be at this certain level. Hey, this doesn't really add any value to the property. That's something that maybe we can get, like, not put so much money into on the rehab, things like that. So that insight's really helpful to have that on the contractor side as well as my side. We can kind of collaborate and make a plan. So yeah,
That's awesome.
nice. And again, this is Blippi. Like and subscribe. No. You guys don't have littles anymore.
As you know, like and subscribe. We are busy doing multiple projects and we can't wait for you to follow along. If there's something that you want to see, comment below and let us know. That way we can get a video together for you. If you want to hear more about maybe some of the other projects that we are working on together or New Edge Renovation and Design has, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
We've got a really cool one coming up. Quick, it's gonna be awesome.
We do.